Hello, welcome to my author study PowerPoint presentation on Mem Fox. My name is Anna Cheney. Mem Fox was born March 5, 1946 in Melbourne, Australia. She was baptized Marion Frances Partridge, but everyone called her Mem. She moved to Africa with her family when she was just 6 months old. Her parents were Wilfred Gordon MacDonald Partridge and Nancy Partridge. They were missionaries employed at Hope Fountain Mission located in Zimbabwe, formerly known as Rhodesia. She had two younger sisters, Jan Delacourt and Allison Partridge. She married Malcolm Fox and had one daughter together, Chloe Fox. She attended Rose Bruford College of Speech and Drama in London from 1965 to 1968. She earned a degree in arts from Flinders University in 1977, a degree in education from South Australian College of Advanced Education in 1978, and a diploma in language arts in 1981. In 1997, she retired as an associate professor of literacy studies from Flinders University in South Australia, where she taught teachers for 24 years. Mem received an early education in a school where she was the only white child. All of her friends were African. However, the school authorities asked her parents to move her to an all-white school because it was illegal for white students to be among black students. She lived in a very racist country at the time. She transferred to an all-white school when she was just 6 years old and was miserable. She was teased for her African English accent, and it took her about 2 years for her to make any friends. She remained in all-white schools until she graduated from high school. Mem had an extraordinary career. In 1970, she joined the Flinders University, where she specialized in children's literature. At the university, she worked on an assignment which became the basis of her first book, Possum Magic. This book was published in 1983, and ever since then, she has penned numerous books, including children's books and a few nonfictions. During the 1980s, she authored books such as Wilfred Gordon MacDonald Partridge, A Cat Called Kite, Zoo Looking, Arabella, the Smallest Girl in the World, Hattie and the Fox, Just Like That, Sail Away, The Ballad of Skip and Nell. During the same period, she also wrote The Straight Line Wander, A Bedtime Story, Good Night Sleep Tight, Guess What, Koala Lou, With Love at Christmas, Night Noises, Feathers and Fools, Shoes from Grandpa, and Sophie. She also penned 3 nonfictions during the 1980s, Thereby Hangs a Tale and How to Teach Drama to Infants Without Really Crying, which was released in the U.S. as Teaching Drama to Young Children. Her nonfictional works during the 1990s are English Essentials, The Wouldn't Be Without It Guide to Writing Well, and Radical Reflections, Passionate Opinions on Teaching, Learning, and Living. In the decade from 1990 to 1999, she wrote many children's books like Time for Bed, Tough Boris, Wombat Divine, Boo to a Goose, Whoever You Are, and Sleepy Bears. In 1990, she inked her autobiography entitled Mem's the Word, which was released in the U.S. titled Dear Mem Fox, 2 years after it was published in Australia. From 2000 to 2010, she had published plentiful of children's books such as Harriet, You'll Drive Me Wild, The Magic Hat, Where is the Green Sheep, Hunwick's Egg, A Peculiar Cow, Where the Giant Sleeps, 10 Little Fingers and 10 Little Toes, Hello Baby, A Giraffe in the Bath, and Let's Count Goats. Her most recent works include The Tiny Star and Roly Poly and Early One Morning. A fun fact about Mem Fox was that she wrote the original Possum Magic and titled it as Hugh the Invisible Mouse, while she was a mature age student around the age of 30 while attending the university. The story was rejected by publishers 9 times over 5 years, but finally she reduced the story from 3.5 pages of single-spaced typing to 1.5 pages of double-spaced, and it became the best-selling children's book in Australia's history, with sales reaching over 3 million. 3 of Mem Fox's books that really stand out to me are Possum Magic, which was published in 1983. It's a quest narrative that follows 2 possums, Grandma Poss and Hush, across Australia. Grandma Poss uses her bush magic to turn Hush invisible. One day, Hush asks Grandma Poss to make her visible so she can see what she looks like. The 2 go on an adventure across Australia to find magical food that will make Hush visible once more. Another of my favorites is Wilfred Gordon MacDonald Partridge, who is named after her father. It was published in 1984. It's a rich and warm tale about a little boy who lives next to an old people's home. He befriends the residents who live there and takes special interest in Miss Nancy Allison Delacourt Cooper because she has 4 names just like him. He goes on a mission to help her regain some of her lost memories. This book is especially important to Mem because, like I said, the title is named after her father, and Miss Nancy Allison Delacourt Cooper is named after her mother and her 2 sisters. The last book that is one of my favorites is The Magic Hat, which was published in 2002. It's a whimsical story about a magical hat that floats around, landing on people and turning them into animals. The humor and excitement that this story exhibits makes it easy for all of its readers to follow along with. The vivid illustrations make it fun to look at, and the magical story entices all who opens its pages. One of Mem's most inspiring books is Whoever You Are. It is a rhythmic book with colorful and whimsical illustrations. The book celebrates diversity and illuminates the beauty in everyone. This book is a great book for children to read or to be read to. This picture book promotes open-mindedness, self-awareness, identity, and tolerance. The message that although people may have many differences, there are common ties that unite us. It's such a great book about the importance of love for all humankind. I believe Mem wrote this book because of her struggles that she had whenever she transferred to her all-white school. I would like to read a little part of the book that I find extremely important, especially in today's time. Whoever You Are by Mem Fox, illustrated by Leslie Staub. Little one, whoever you are, wherever you are, there are little ones just like you all over the world. Their skin may be different from yours, and their homes may be different from yours. Their schools may be different from yours, and their lands may be different from yours. Their lives may be different from yours, and their words may be very different from yours. But inside, their hearts are just like yours. I think that is a very important message for children and adults to hear, and I think Mem Fox really hit the nail on the head when writing this book. Mem has an abundance of awards. In 1984, she got the New South Wales Premier Literary Award for her book Possum Magic. In 1990, she was honored with the Drum King Medal for her distinguished services to children's literature. In 1991, she was awarded with the Advanced Australian Award. In 1993, she was awarded with a medal at the Australia Day Honours Awards. In 1994, she received the Flinders University Chancellor's Medal. In 2001, she was awarded with Convocation Medal by the Flinders University. In 2001, she also won the Essay Great Award. In 2002, Zonta International honored her with the Woman of Achievement Award. In 2003, she was a recipient of the Prime Minister's Centenary Medal. 2003, she was honored with the Children's Language and Literature Achievement Award by the Speech Pathology Association of Australia. In 2004, she received Australian of the Year Award, and in 2017, she received CBCA Nan Chauncey Award. Mem Fox wrote many children's books. This is a list of about 40 to 60 books. She wrote children's books and nonfiction books. Her nonfiction books are more directed towards young adults and adults. I found a quote from Mem that I find very inspiring. The fire of literacy is created by the emotional sparks between a child, a book, and the person reading. I think that literacy is extremely important for children, and it is what opens everything else that they're going to be learning. They have to learn how to spell, how to read, how to use vocabulary when it comes to literacy. And it's very important for a child to pick up a book every day or to be read a book every day. I want to thank you for listening to my presentation on Mem Fox, and I hope you have a great day.